Hey, Chris.
Thanks, Sam. Hey, Greg.
How was your
Hey.
trip to Greece? You had a good trip?
Oh, it was wonderful until I took a souvenir home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping you can tune in to me, Greg, and see if you know, any oil recommendations.
And you're doing Monarda, and you're doing like what are
Uh,
you doing?
so I'm currently on Inula just to get
Right?
things out, and
Yep.
then I've been rubbing bronchioles and pulmonary stress support on my chest.
Okay.
Um, Menard, I, I, when I do remember, I mean, I took it like religiously
Mhm.
until it happened, and then I probably am taking it like once a day. Should I
Yeah,
take
that's okay.
more? I think I'm on the upswing.
Yeah, you look like you're on the upswing.
Still a little tightness in the chest,
Feel
but
tight. That's-
um, not like before.
Let's have you. I mean, still you keep using all the same stuff, but let's
Okay.
also have you use a little bit of hyssop, but not so much for the respiratory component. But let's have you use hyssop and put your awareness on your Ming Men.
Hyssop. Okay.
Yeah.
Just say
Yeah.
inhale.
Just inhale your awareness on the Ming Man. You could even take a few drops and rub it on the Ming Man a couple of times a day. I think
Uh-huh.
the tightness in the chest will diminish by cleaning up the Ming Man.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, I think it's you know, I mean, I don't need to say this, but COVID was really an odd one, not because of like how deadly it was, and or how sick everybody got and everything, but
Mm-hmm.
um, it didn't behave like normal viruses. Like it did things in the body that's not normal for like a flu, cold and flu kind of things.
Right.
And the circulatory issues, um yeah, I think it's really good just to pay attention to those things. It's, I think it's that thing where people are having a hard time catching their breath later, or tightness in the chest even after all the symptoms have gone away, is
Mhm.
at first I was thinking like it's probably like a little bit of constriction or a little bit of what they call scar tissue. Is just basically like spasms but in the connective tissue, so it's
Uh-huh.
not scars the way like when you get a cut's a scar. And so I thought, oh, it's probably that. But as time goes by, I think it's more. I think there's always a little bit of that whenever you have bronchitis or pneumonia or something. There's a little bit of those kinds of constrictions. But I
Uh-huh.
really am starting to think there's a lot more circulatory issues with COVID than we all realized. And I
Okay.
think eventually it regulates, but
Uh-huh.
like that stuff that like lingers, it's a bit of a cardiovascular issue.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels that way. So
Yes.
hyssop, just continuously inhale and
Hit up,
diffuse.
and if you feel
Put it
like
on
you're,
my body, you think?
yeah, you can put it on your body, but definitely like clean out the Ming Man, inhale the hyssop on the Ming Man, those kinds of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
And you're not
how
getting any palpitations or anything like that?
uh thankfully no, not
Okay.
yet.
Good to
No.
stick with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, okay. And then how about helichrysum?
Yeah, I like using helichrysum. I usually kind of use that a little bit more after the fact. Um, it's not that it would do anything negative or anything now, but usually you're using so many different things right now that you don't need to add it in the mix unless you just have time and energy to do it. But definitely towards the end of the condition, I would use helichrysum.
Okay, perfect. And then, so,
the way to do it is you
just
could take a
to,
couple drops of helichrysum.
oh, take it internally now?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
said,
yeah.
okay, all right, got it. All right, well, thank you so much. Appreciate
Tell
it.
Chris hi for me.
I will.
And someone's asking Minarda.
Yeah, she's on Minarda. So like I don't know if she said it or not, but I knew that she was taking Minarda. So
And
Min-
Greg, just continue with Inula and
like if
the
you have
other
a, that's the best thing. Like for calming down mucus, Anula breaks it up, and terebinth dries it out. And so
okay, I've been doing
I
both.
usually use one or the other. I don't always. I
Oh,
mean,
don't do both.
no, you can totally use them both. Yeah,
Okay.
you can totally use them both.
Like 3 times a day?
You could use it even more than that. Yeah.
More? Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you
And
so much.
It's just inhalation, right?
Yeah, Anula is just you're inhaling it a whole bunch. You could apply it to your chest, or
Oh, I thought internal. I shouldn't take
it's
it.
okay. Yeah, you can take it internal, but most times you're getting breaking the mucus up by through inhalation.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Herbally, like that's how you would use it, is you would take a big dosage of it internally.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a very common herb for treating things like that anymore. But yeah.
And terebinth, you could take
Lots of inhalations with the Anula. You can still take a drop or two internally, but lots of inhalations.
and terebinth as well.
Mhm.
Internal. Okay.
Yeah, terebinth as well, inhaling.
Oh, inhaling and internal.
Mostly just inhaling with the terebinth.
Just inhale. Got it.
Mhm.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.